You know that feeling, right? You're working on something on your phone, you hit save, and you feel that little bit of relief. But then later on, you find out it's all gone, just vanished. It's so frustrating. So why does a saved file sometimes just disappear? Let's get into it.
So picture this. It always starts out pretty normal. Maybe you're on a plane or you're on the subway, just somewhere with spotty Wi-Fi. You open up an app. It could be for notes, maybe a document, and you just start working.
Okay, so you finish up what you're doing, and the app gives you that little check mark, or it says saved. And for you, that's a promise, right? It feels like your work is totally safe. Then, a little while later, you're back online. And you just assume the app's going to do its thing, it'll sync everything up, shoot those changes over to the cloud. You don't even think twice about it. But when you go to check, nothing. The edits are just gone. It's like you never even did the work. And look, this isn't just some random glitch. It's a fundamental breakdown between what we expect to happen and what the system is actually doing behind the scenes. All right, so let's dig into that. First up, the expectation. And it's a totally reasonable one. We all have it. Yeah, when we see that word saved, we think it means it's permanent. Like the data is now locked in, written somewhere safe, and it can't be lost. That's just what saved means to us. But then there's the mismatch. This is that gut punch moment where reality is completely different from what we thought. Somehow, those changes you made while you were offline, they never actually reached the main system. So as far as the system is concerned, that work, well, it never even happened. So, where the heck did the data go? It had to go somewhere, right? It didn't just evaporate. To figure this out, we have to peel back the curtain a little bit and see how the app is actually built. Okay, the explanation really comes down to this idea of a temporary queue. And to get what that means, we need to talk about two main players, the client and the server. First up, the client. This is just a fancy word for the app that's running right there on your device, your phone or your laptop. It's what you're interacting with. And then you've got this server. Think of this as the main filing cabinet, the official record. It lives somewhere out there on the internet and holds the one true version of all your data. It's the source of truth. Now, when you go offline, that connection between your app, the client, and the main record, the server, it's cut. Your app is flying solo. It has no way to phone home and make your changes official. So what does the app do? Well, so you can keep working, it does something kind of clever. It takes all your new edits and puts them in a temporary waiting list, right there on your device. And this list has one job, and one job only. Just hang on to your changes and wait. The second it gets back online, its whole purpose is to send everything on that list straight to the server. Okay, but here it is. This is the crucial part. That waiting list, it's not built to last. It's not permanent storage at all. It is incredibly fragile. And if you dig into the technical details, you'll find the hidden rule. It says that these offline changes, or transactions as they're called, quote, are not persisted across app restarts. And that's it. That is the exact moment your data dies. See, an app restart can happen for all sorts of reasons. Your phone might close it automatically to save power, or you might just swipe it closed without thinking. If any of that happens before it has a chance to sync, poof, that entire waiting list gets erased, wiped clean. So you have to be asking, why would they build it like this? And the answer is, it's not really a bug. It's a choice, a deliberate trade-off between being fast and being fail-safe. Think about it. The app designers really had two options. Option one, give you an app that feels fast and works offline by using that fragile waiting list. The downside, there's a small risk you could lose data if the app closes at the wrong time. Option two, make it 100% safe, but the app just wouldn't work at all when you're offline. It would be useless, and most of the time, they choose option one. They're betting that having a useful offline mode is worth that tiny risk. And that brings us all the way back to the resolution. The reason this is so frustrating is because there's a mismatch. It's like you and the app have a fragile agreement and you didn't even know it. See, your intuition, which is totally reasonable, says that saved means permanent. It's safe, it's locked in. But the system is playing by a different set of rules. For the system, when you're offline, saved just means, okay, I've put this on a temporary to-do list that could get erased, and I'll try to sync it later. So your data disappeared because you thought you had a rock-solid agreement, but what you actually had was a very fragile one. The app closed before that temporary list had a chance to become permanent. And that's it. That conflict between our human expectation and the system's hidden rules, well, that's why your work vanished.